Before the event starts, you will find the event on the tab. Once you click at the tab, it will give you a notification and will tell you exactly when the registration period opens. For example, right now it opens in 3 days and 12 hours for me. Your alliance has to be top 20. If your alliance is not top 20, it won't be qualified. Not only that, the alliance has to have at least 10 towers built according to the rules. One more thing is your city got to be level 16 by the time of the registrations opens. So, for example, right now, there are still 3 days until the registration opens. If you reach level 16 in your city, after the registration is open, you won't be counted and you can't be qualified to participate on the event. How many times can you play the event or you participate in general? The event happens every 2 weeks and you can see the event through event calendar. Before entering the battlefield, there are some concerns and things you need to be aware of. For example, you're not supposed to have the buff of the War Frenzy. If you have the War Frenzy, you won't be able to go inside, and keep in mind that all of your marches got to be inside your base. Please don't forget that. Before entering the battle, we got to discuss some things that will happen to you and some changes you will face during the battle. For example, there are buffs that works inside the battlefield and there are buffs that does not work inside. There is a different mechanics to your heroes, artifacts and policies. Basically, not all the policies are going to be kept and the healing itself is going to be different too. For example, let's talk about the buffs. If you know, any buff in the game will basically work with the exception of 4 types of buffs. The rune is not gonna be there, so basically if you try to take an attack rune or health rune or whatever, or speed, none of these is going to work. If your alliance technology is there too, you won't benefit from it at all, even if it's max or whatever, it's all pointless. For example, the village buffs, if you take any village buffs or you have any village buff, it's not gonna work. Behemoth buff, it's not gonna work either. But everything else when it comes to buff will be there and would work. As for the healing, you have 2 types of healings, the initial elixir healing and the resource healing. Based on the season, you will have a different type of initial elixir. At the moment, we have a 0 initial elixir healing, which means we are most likely not going to have any elixir healing that we came initially with, which again basically means that any healing elixirs that you have saved, it's not gonna be taken inside and you can't use them. However, the resource healing here can be used with no limits, and this is for season 1, season 1 plus and season 2. We are not sure yet if they are going to change this. Your elixir production speed inside the battlefield will be different. As for policies, nothing from the policies is taken inside with the exception of one thing, the Legion capacity increase, which is going to be mentioned here. If you can take a look at the side, it says if you are in season 1 41.5, if you're season 1 plus etc, it's going to be 87.5. Now let's talk about the artifact and heroes before you enter the battlefield and after you enter the battlefield. This is my bag before entering the battlefield, as you can see, not all the artifacts is level 40, some is level 20, some is level 1, etc. Some is max, some is not max. So what would happen is once you go inside the Root of War, all of these are going to be max level, but keep in mind something, it's going to be max level, yes, but not the skill itself. If you paid attention, there is a skill in here. If you have a level 2 skill, for example, it's going to be taken over, but if the level skill of the skill is level 1, it's going to transfer the way it is. The only additional thing you are getting here is XP only, which comes from Arcane Dust. That's it. So no star level is going to be added and no skill level is going to be added. If you have level 1, you're going to come up with level 1 inside the battlefield. The only thing you are getting here is the Arcane Dust, and that's it. Same goes for heroes. These are the heroes that I'm going to take inside. All of them is going to be level 60, but that's it. That's it here. All of these heroes are going to be 60, and if you paid attention, if you leave the trial mode and check, not all of my heroes are level 60. So basically, if you unlock a hero it's gonna be inside, it's gonna be level 60 inside. However, if I don't take any skills or upgrade any skills, the hero will transfer exactly the same way it is. However, it will only have the level and it won't have more skills than the one which I have taken. And if you upgraded anything before you enter the battle, it will take an effect inside the battle. However, if you upgraded anything while you have already been registered and you are inside the battlefield, no changes will occur. Here, let's take a look at the route for example. Let's go inside and battle synchronization and click at heroes and check our heroes, and here you will see that every single hero is at max level, at max legion capacity for that level, and I have no more levels or skill levels. They are all at level 1, basically the way I had them. If you did not upgrade them, they are coming exactly the same way you left them, with the exception of level. Now, the most important thing you got to do before you join this battle is to configure your talents. You will have basically 3 talents that has been set and recommended by the game. Each one of these will indicate a specific type of talent that is recommended by the game. For example, they have an infantry build already, and they have a PvP build, and they have a tank build. I have not touched any of these. If you go through your battle, if you go through your game, you will see that they have already prepared 3 recommended builds. However, you can take one and import one from your previous season. Click select, for example, or you can manually do one. Keep in mind, you have to prepare these and select them before you enter the battlefield, so you don't waste time when you are inside. This was the preparation guide before you enter the battle, and we are going to release the second guide today, which is going to discuss the battle mechanics and what you are supposed to do and how to get points inside the battlefield. If you like the guide, please don't forget to like and subscribe, as it supports the new channel and it helps me make better content. That's all, and have a wonderful day.